Hello, this is Todd Stashwick, and you are watching Citizen Cinema.
Hey, you guys doing today? This is your boy Mike Fallon with the one and only Todd Stashwick, actor, writer, just overall great entertainer. He's been putting in work for the cinema for the last 20 years. So
it's exhausting.
So I'm gonna open up right now, let you guys know. Outside of acting, Todd wrote an incredible comic series I've been reading called The Devil Inside. I'm gonna let him take it away, break it down for you guys.
Devil Inside, the comic. We actually have a couple copies of the books right here. Started as a labor of love with myself and comic book artist Dennis Calero. I was acting on the show Heroes, and Dennis was drawing the webcomic for that. And I found him through Twitter, and he came out to LA, and we sat down, and he said, "Do you have any ideas?" And I said, "I have this idea about the devil having a crisis of conscience and quitting and going on the run in Nevada." And he said, we should do it as a webcomic, and we started bringing it to Comic-Con, and then for a brief period it was optioned by Universal, and we pitched it as a live-action TV series. We self-publish books, but essentially it lives and breathes for free on the internet at my website, toddstashwick.com. You can go read each week's new episode, or you can read it from the beginning, and we've been doing it since 2010.
Cool. And speaking of Heroes, man, I mean, that's one of my favorite performances by you, and that's one of my when I think about your performances, this was one of my favorite, because like your character basically had the ability to multiply because your character can multiply and whatnot. How was the shooting of that, and what was it like trying to get in the mindset of someone who can be in two places at once?
Well, I tried to, you always want to color a role specifically, and when you have to be 5 people at once, you want to give each one of them a little bit of a different point of view, and kind of I approached it that the more he would extend himself out, the more he would have to kind of separate aspects of his personality. So one of the characters would be a little more innocent, one would be a little more sinister, one would be smarter. And again, in as much as you could do with a line here and there, the trickiest part was that it was 5 different setups every time, because they would break up my dialogue and have it said by different versions of me in different parts of the set. And so I always worried that the other actors would be like, oh no, it's gonna take 5 times as long to shoot with Stashwick. So I always just made sure that I was fun and having a good time on the set. So they'd be like, hey, Todd's here. Not, oh no, Todd's here. Yeah.
I feel it. And then we could jump real quick over to Gotham. Yeah. Your character is labeled as the Mask. So would you say, or would some people would also say that your character is like a proto version of Black Mask, one of the most grittiest Batman characters that don't have powers in the comics?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm a ridiculous Batman fan. You know this. That's my boy. And so the chance to walk around and be part of the DC universe and be connected to, and to be, I had that pinch me moment at like 3 o'clock in the morning. We were shooting in Harlem, but it was like, nope, it's Gotham City. And so I got to like be in Gotham City. And as far as Richard Sionis goes, in the comic books, the Black Mask is Roman Sionis. And so I think obviously they were distancing themselves specifically because they have to play within the mythology as predating Batman's specific villains in many ways. Yeah. And so, yeah, I think he certainly is setting the stage for Roman Sionis down the road. But yeah.
Cool, yeah, and then also, if we want to jump right into 12 Monkeys. Now, I've been, even though I'm not fully versed in the series itself, I know I'm messed up for that, but I've researched your character and whatnot. So your character basically lives in the year in the future 2000s, around
2043, 2044 so far, yeah.
And your character's name is Deacon, and so I've been seeing that he's sort of like a torn character between between him having to be in survival mode all the time, and also having to try to build up his own morality and try to redeem himself as a character.
Well, I don't know if he was ever, his intentions ever were redemption so much as survival at first. I think in season 1 I was a straight up villain, and then they kind of repurposed the character for season 2 and made him a bit more sympathetic. And so whenever you're going to kind of embed a tertiary character into the main group and explore them deeper, like Spike in Buffy, you have to show more sides of that character and explore a deeper levels of who they are. And I think with Deacon, his connection to Cole and to Cassie and the crew at the temporal facility allowed me to dig in and show more sides of the guy. And then redemption towards the end of, I don't want to give anything away if people haven't seen it, redemption more towards the end of season 2. But he never saw himself as a villain. He just saw himself as a guy who was willing to do the things that other people weren't.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that. And then also, I know that you really can't talk about too much, but I heard that you're working on a Star Wars project.
I am. I'm co-writing a Star Wars video game for Visceral. I get the great honor of co-writing it with creative director Amy Hennig, who created the Uncharted franchise for Sony and Naughty Dog. And she now is the creative director of the Star Wars game, and she invited me to come and co-write that game with her. And I believe it comes out in 2018 is what's been announced. Yeah.
Man, so right around the time, I would say, for what, the Han Solo film?
I don't know exactly when that's going to be released, but
2018.
Well, then there you go.
Yeah.
You know more than I do.
So thank you, Todd, for your time, and you guys, please, if you can, please check out all of Todd's previous work. This man has done so much in the last 20 years to contribute to cinema. I would highly appreciate it. I'm gonna let him tell you where you can find him at.
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Todd Stashwick. I'm on Facebook at Todd Stashwick, and then my website where you can read Devil Inside is toddstashwick.com.
Yes, I highly implore you guys, please check out his series. It's one of the best original series I've read in a very long time. I'm just being honest. Of course, y'all.
Comic book guy.
I'm trying, man. This is your boy Mike Fallon. You're watching Citizen Cinema. I'm gonna leave all my information and Todd's information at the end of this video, and I highly appreciate you guys checking it out. Take care and God bless.
Cheers.